Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cardinals offense has the ball first today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
All right, guys, let's think about Ball State for a minute. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing... Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Got a man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cardinals have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Plows through the defense. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards of pop. They are gashing this defense.
Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pulls it in. It's Harper. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that...
Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Lee. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Oh, better look out. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The give. Got enough for the 1st. Open space at the 25. Touchdown! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Ball State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Using his legs, it's Lee. Still running at the 40. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ball State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Got enough for the 1st. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll try to pop the draw. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown Cardinals. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking for room. It's Peoples. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Harper. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. Smashes through the tackle.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You know, it's funny, that's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Across the 45. Turning it on. And he will house it.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Nice move to keep running.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in.
He's loose. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now from inside the red zone. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lee. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
I know everyone's yelling, but you didn't get the first down. We need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 13 over Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, he's got some space. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Really nice physical running back time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll keep it himself, and this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. On the run, it's Peoples. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And into the end zone for a touchdown. On to attempt the try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. Goes to the option. Can't get him to the ground. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll run it. Gets it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They're going to stop him short, and, man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for space, it's Peoples. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. How entertaining has this game been? How good are these offenses right now as we take a look at the stats after 3? Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Throwing right. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to go up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cardinals will punt this one away. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. On the move, it's Peoples. Got the first down and still on his feet. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. And I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take the deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line, it's Peoples. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go. A little rally into the end zone for the touchdown. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
He'll try to do it himself. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ball State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Now this offense is back on the field. The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the ground with the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense.
And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Pressure coming. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He's got the back in the middle. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead